everyone, welcome to the E-Content Development Center, Majlis Arts and Science College, Puramannur. I am Nusrat, Assistant Professor, Department of English. This presentation is meant for 3rd semester BA BSc students. This is a common course paper. The prescribed textbook is Signatures. It is very interesting and inspiring book structured with 3 modules. Now, I am going to present the second chapter of the first module, Autobiographical Writings and Memoirs. The chapter name is Excerpts from Pilgrim at Tinker Creek, written by Annie Dillard. After watching this video, the learner will get a perspective on nature and the power of its creator. First of all, let's know the author Annie Dillard. Annie Dillard is an American author, critic, naturalist, singer, collagist, and a theologian. She was born on April 30, 1945, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States. She wrote essays of contemplation on the world of nature. These types of essays made her extremely popular. Her prose is richly poetic and densely philosophic. She taught for 21 years in the English department of Wesleyan University, Connecticut. She was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for the book Pilgrim at Tinker Creek in 1975. Then let's have a look at her important works. First one is Tickets for a Prayer Wheel, published in 1974. Another one is Pilgrim at Tinker Creek. It also published in 1974. It got Pulitzer Prize in 1975. Another one is Holy the Firm, published in 1977. Living by Fiction in 1982. Teaching a Stone to Talk in 1982. And American Childhood in 1987. The Matrix in 2007, and the last one is The Abundance in 2016. Then let me introduce the chapter. This chapter is an extract which has taken from the book Pilgrim at Tinker Creek. It tells about the author's exploration on the world of nature in her neighborhood place, Tinker Creek. Tinker Creek is a place on the bank of the river Roanoke, Virginia. Through this book, she dramatically presents how a giant water bug sucks juice out of a frog. Then let's go to the chapter. In the first 3 paragraphs of the chapter, Annie Dillard describes a monstrous and terrifying sight which she had experienced 2 years ago. In the first paragraph, she says, one day she was walking along the side of the river to observe what she could see in the water, and particularly to scare frogs. Frogs usually surprise us by jumping unexpectedly into the water, making a splashing sound. She was really amused by this sight. She says still it amuses her. So she continued her walking along the grassy island. Suddenly she saw a small green frog there. She says he was exactly half in and half out of the water. He could not move like other frogs. What has actually happened to the frog? She describes it in the second paragraph. Here she addresses the frog as he, not it. It shows that her attachment to the nature and its creatures. When she looked at the frog, she realized that he could not move like other frogs. So she slowly moved towards the frog and stared at him. She saw that he was half in and half out of the water. Then she saw that he was 4 feet away from her. Then she also realized that he began to crumple and sag. Its spirit vanished from his eyes. His skin emptied and drooped. His very skull seemed to collapse. Then she noticed that he was shrinking like a deflating football, just as a balloon emptied of its air. After a while, only the skin remained. Slowly, the skin, like a bag, began to sink into the bottom of the water. She was really amazed and shocked. How did this happen? We will get the answer from the 3rd paragraph. In the 3rd paragraph, Annie describes what really transformed a live frog into a bag of skin. It is just because of a creature named giant water bug. The giant water bug is an enormous, heavy-bodied bug. It usually eats insects, tadpoles, fishes, and frogs. Its forelegs are mighty and hooked inward. It captures its prey with these forelegs and hugs it tightly and then paralyzes it with injecting enzymes into the body of the victim. The enzymes injected by the bug dissolve the whole inner content of the frog except the skin. Through these ways, that live frog transformed into a bag of skin. In the fourth paragraph, Annie describes about the eating habits of many carnivorous animals. Many of them devour their prey alive. Then she speaks about the eating habits of frogs and ants. Frogs eat everything whole. Ants eat its prey with tiny bites. In the last paragraph, Annie thinks quite philosophically about nature and God. Though God is considered as the creator of the universe, He is invisible. Then she quotes from Quran, where Allah asks, "The heaven and the earth and all in between think as though I made them in jest?" It means, what do you think of the creator universe? Is it created just for fun? No, every creature is the serious creation of God. The giant water bug is also a serious creation of God. Then Annie Dillon remembers a concept by French scientist Pascal. That is Deus Absconditus. It means hidden or invisible God. God created the universe and then disappeared. Is it true? Then Annie mentions Einstein's observation on God. Einstein said, God is subtle but not malicious. He also said that nature conceals her mystery by means of her essential grandeur, not by her cunning. Annie concludes this chapter. Man has not experienced the mystery of the universe completely. We have only seen a small part of the nature. There are still many mysteries in the nature to be explored. That's all for the day. Thank you.